This is 6 News. Coverage you can count on.
Cameron County District Attorney Paul Malai is returning to work today after he says he was shot in the leg. He sat down with our Stoker Wieczorek to tell his side of this dramatic situation.
This is where Cameron County District Attorney Paul Malai says he was attacked and shot by one of his client's sisters. He says he is more than grateful to still be living.
Had the bullet gone in 2 inches over, it had been in the bone, and 3 inches over, it had been my femoral artery. I am the luckiest man alive.
Malai says the person who shot him, Boris Mincy, was not supposed to be involved with the work between him and his other clients in the first place.
It's a shame, but the fact is it was a civil matter. I'd done a deed for this woman's sister, and she had nothing to do with it.
Malai alleges that the client's sister assumed her name and repeatedly called his law office to get the house in joint ownership. Because this new motion was not a part of the original deed, Malai says this created a $300 bill, which Mincy was not happy to see. He says he has run into a few irate clients over the years, but nothing close to this.
This just is really unheard of, so uncharacteristic, and as I indicated, this particular individual was from New York City. So things are different there, and people are more demanding there, and as a consequence, the demands were made to do all this work for nothing.
The district attorney showed me how he says it happened. He says Mincy came into the office verbally assaulting him. Malai says he then left the office for a moment, re-entering to see his workplace a mess.
At that point, I asked her to leave, and at that point, she punched me in the nose.
Malai says they ended up going into the hallway where he tried restraining her.
Apparently he pulled his handgun out and stuck it on my leg, and I heard a boom, but I didn't know any of this happened, and I didn't feel it at all.
He says he saw Mincy then pull a handgun up towards their heads, and that's when he pushed her away, running into his office, locking the door, ready to defend himself. He says she left shortly after and fled to the address of the home she was trying to add her name to. After the ordeal, Malai also says he has received hundreds of calls, messages, and other forms of concern from family and friends.
The outpouring of, shall I say, concern, worry, prayers, it's humbling, and very, very thankful for everybody who expressed their concern and who asked me how I was doing and worried about me and so forth, said a prayer.
Malai says the calls of concern are so frequent that he has had little to no time to work.
All I can say is it just could have been so much worse. That simple.
Malai says the Attorney General's office is currently handling the case, and Mincy is currently being held at the Cameron County Prison with denied bail. In Cameron County, I'm Stoker Wieczorek.